So you flipped. You don't have a roll yet, and now you're swimming. We're now going to take a quick look at a few techniques that'll get you back in your kayak with a little help from your friends. Before getting started, it's important that we lay down some ground rules. As a general rule, there are 3 things you need to accomplish when getting back in your boat after a swim. You need to get your butt back in the boat, the water out, and then regain full control. Having said this, your first job as a swimmer is to keep hold of all your gear, especially if you're in rough or windy conditions, where gear can quickly get swept away. It's also important to make note that we're assuming that you have fore and aft bulkheads in your kayak, which keep water from filling up the kayak when it's upside down. Without them, your kayak can easily sink. You can also use airbags in the ends of your boat, but they'd better be securely anchored inside. If your kayak doesn't have lots of flotation in the bow and the stern, get one that does. If someone in your group has gone for a swim, the first decision you'll need to make is whether to try to tip the water out of the boat first before getting the person back in, or to get the person in and then pump the water out. Getting the water out of your kayak first is often the better choice because a swamp kayak handles poorly, is unstable, and it can take a remarkably long time to pump the water out of it. The T-rescue is the best way of doing this, and it can be done either with or without the help of the swimmer. If you're the rescuer, identify which is the bow of the upside-down kayak, and then pull up perpendicular to it. If the swimmer can't help, they should make their way to the bow of the rescuer's boat, where they'll be out of the way and can be monitored. Of course, when the swimmer can help out, the whole process will go much more quickly. In the case that the swimmer can help out, they should go to the stern of their kayak where they can press down on the back of the boat. This will raise the bow of the kayak and break the seal created by the cockpit against the water. At the same time, the rescuer will hold the bow of the kayak and roll the kayak upright, taking care that if there's a rudder, it doesn't flick into the face of the swimmer. You're now ready to get the swimmer back in their boat.